What's up, guys? Doing a knife review today of this knife, and I'm outside, so I'm not at my normal setup. So I will put some stuff on the screen for the blade measurements. So I normally measure the blade, but this is the Tuya knives SNS, and this is a very cool little knife. So we'll start off with the blade. Like I said, I measured this at under 2.5 inches, just under 2.5 inches, and I'll put the blade thickness on the screen. I won't be able to get a behind the edge thickness for this review. So that's the blade, CPM S35VN. There's jimping on the blade, so we'll talk about that when we talk about ergos. Deployment is via flipper tab only, and the action on it is very good for a small knife, especially. It very smooth knife, and this knife reminds me a lot of my Bestech Zen, so I'm gonna kind of compare them a little to each other. And the Zen, Bestech Zen, it deploys good, but the Tuya knives is smoother. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. One thing I like, it's just the D10 is just perfect on the Tuya knives. I like how they have it sticking out there a little bit. That also reminds me of the Bestech Goblin, how it has that. Now, the Bestech Zen, this one doesn't, it comes out a little bit, but the Bestech Zen is still good. We'll come back to that in a second. So, deployment is, the action is awesome. The value, I have not looked, I think I have looked at the value. I think it's in the 120s, 130s, or 140s. I think it's anywhere between 110 and 140. I will put the number up, but I paid for this one, it was only $100, so I think that this might be a little too pricey. So let me just double check. I will be right back. Alright, this is 114, so it is more than this knife, so not by a lot, and this might have gone up too, so I'll put a price of that one up too, but it is a little bit more than the Bestech, I believe. Like I said, I'll put it so, but 114, honestly, that's not bad. With the action that you're getting, I like that. Ergos, okay, it's basically, here's 4 fingers, okay? If I just put 4 fingers on it, this lands right there, so it's not really comfortable. Then if you slide down, then it's like a 3 1/4 finger knife. Okay, I don't really like 3 finger knives. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is from a pass around from Stasa, so I appreciate that, Stasa. And if it was my knife, I would be making a forward finger choil for it right there, because I like 4 fingers on it, and just like I did the Bestech Zen. So the Bestech Zen doesn't come with this choil. This is what I did. Normally Bestech Zen is a 3 finger knife. I put that choil up there so I can get all 4 fingers on there. So I like 4 finger grips. So if I had this knife, I would be putting forward finger choil. Something I forgot to mention, I just remembered, I didn't talk about the blade style. It is flat ground. You do have a swedge. It's a high saber flat grind, but then you have this recurve right here, and then this kind of Tonto-ish blade to it. It does have some belly on it. I'm not really a fan of the blade shape, to tell you the truth. The recurve just doesn't need to be there, and the Tonto style is kind of like, I don't know, if they would have just made it a normal drop point blade, yeah, I think it would have been good. So if this was my knife, I probably would try to fix that recurve and maybe grind this pointy area down a little bit. So that's the negative I have on it, is the blade and no 4-finger grip for the ergos. So those are really the only negatives I have. The weight on it is 1.4 ounces, so it is very, very light, and they do have internal milling. Not sure if you can see that. Try to focus. See that internal milling? So it gets it really light. The Zen, I don't think has that. Oh yeah, it does. The Zen has that too. Both good knives. Pocket clip. Oh, that's another thing I forgot. Is very good. It can hold pretty thick pants, and it goes to about there. Bestech is a little tiny bit. Oh, it's about the same. That's what it would look like though in the pants. And I do like the ano work on this. Can't get it to focus. There we go. Very cool ano work, and also you can see the milling lines in the handle. It's very cool. The back spacer is also anodized and stonewashed, but you can see the milling lines in the handle. I think that's really cool. So, lanyard hole. So yeah, just a cool knife. I will leave a link in the description to Tuya Knives website and where to find them on to purchase them. I'll throw that link in there too. That's Dave Warren, I believe is his name, that sells these in the US. So here again is the Bestech Zen and the Tuya Knives SNS. So you guys have a good one.